right, shoulders, chest, triceps today. Coach has me starting with barbell press for some reason. It's one of the few things strength-wise it's held on since strongman. So, all right, my boy Jorge's jumping in with us. We're doing some shoulder press. Got the gauntlet today. This one is like way too far behind the head. So you gotta have a qualified spotter to fucking lift it off first. Let's go. There you go. Nice and steady. Excellent. You notice his grip is a lot more narrow than mine. I have really long arms. His are just a little shorter. So everybody's form is going to look a little different on this exercise. So Carson's got a little bit of a wider grip than me. Like I said, there's no right way to do it. Everybody's a little different as far as form. Here we go. Let's get it. One. There we go. Nice and symmetrical. Really focusing on that eccentric, loading those front delts. Nice little pause in that isometric. Press, 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 press. Last week I did 205 for 6, and it was really hard. So kind of getting ready for deload week, going in a peak week for my first show. 1, 2, 3. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to make this lighter weight feel heavy. You're trying to really pause in this isometric. This is all the front delts. We're using those lats to really stabilize at the bottom. This shit is easy. Second exercise is going to be lateral raises on my favorite thing ever. It's the Arsenal Strength. It's a belt drive. It's super duper smooth. And you keep even tension on the bottom position to the upper position. Ace programmed 5 sets of 15 to 20 for this. That's why my medials have just blown up for this prep. Let's get it. I like to go right to the front, kind of push my shoulders into it, standing about shoulder width. And then we're going to use our thumbs as levers to lift it up. We only want to come up to 90 degrees. Anything higher than that, you're going to stress and tear your labrum, which is not great. Nice little pause in the isometric. Low to high cable flies. Focus more on that stretch going back, really open up the pecs. We're bending slightly forward, slight bend in the knees, and we're just coming right up to the sternum. If you come up any higher than the sternum, we're using shoulder elevation. We don't want to use the shoulders, we're using the pecs. This is the very bottom part. It connects all the way through. Really squeeze that tension at the top and hold that most muscular pose. Everything that we're doing with our weights, our cables, we're mimicking those poses in bodybuilding. So for this one, it's been any of those chest dominant poses, most muscular, side chest, accessory for all of those. The low to high is one of my favorites for the lower chest. And then the opposite, the high to low, is much better for the upper chest, right under that collarbone. Spamming those lateral raises. I will admit I would only do one of these a week, 4 sets of 12. Coach has me doing 5 sets of 20, 4 sets of 20 on the other day, and then basically 3 sets of 15 with these free weights. And I've seen a huge improvement on the width of my shoulders. The medial deltoid is the weakest part of your shoulders. It doesn't do shit for anything at all. Your rotator cuff connects right below it. So it's important to keep it strong. A lot of people really just want to focus on that weight and trying to get stronger with these. But this is going to be more of a marathon versus a sprint. The heaviest weight that I could do strict with dumbbells, probably 20 on a good day. But it's all about the time under tension, really holding that isometric at the top. I'd actually do a lot of these in strongman as an accessory for Hercules hold, especially this isometric up here. It's great for your grip, and that's a compromised position for most people. If you can hold strength at this top position, you're less likely to get injured in a lot of different weird shit that we do. Bench press included. And overall, the appearance of the shoulder, you get a nice wider, more rounded cap. As you can see, it's really come across. This is definitely the leanest I've ever been. All these veins in here are just absolutely insane. Rear delts have really come out. They've never been a weak point, but they're definitely, I mean, everything is just, I've never seen this amount of definition before, so feeling pretty good. We're gonna do single arm dumbbell tricep extensions. I'm sure you've noticed my whatever it takes shirt. Rich Piana was my favorite. He was the guy, the best day of my life. I was sitting and eating breakfast on my phone, doom scrolling, because I was in a super toxic relationship. And Rich would always reply to every single one of my comments. And after a couple months of, commenting on his shit, I woke up and I saw Rich Piana, one day you may, followed you back. And I was like, dude, this is the fucking coolest shit I have ever. RIP to Rich, man. He was honest, he was kind, he was all of the things that we lack in the industry now. He wasn't a big fan of these though. I said it hurt his elbows, so if this is an exercise that hurts your elbows, by no means push past pain if it hurts your joints. You want the muscles to burn, you don't want your joints to fucking hurt, if that makes sense. But ultimately, there's a ton of different ways. We can do this exercise with the cable, we could do it with a dumbbell, you do two arms. I like to do one arm at a time isolaterally because my left side seems to be a little bit stronger than my right. No reason at all. I'm right-handed. Everything's backwards. Everything's made up. Give it a try, though. The key is to not I try to tuck the elbow just slightly so I'm stabilizing more with my lat. We're doing a straight line. Elbows staying nice and high to that ceiling. And then we're extending from the elbow. I'm also grabbing the dumbbell flush the top. We're doing like a upward, like a scabbing motion. Channel your inner Jason Voorhees or whatever. But yeah, definitely one of my favorites. It's very difficult. Strength-wise, I suck at these. So I've been really trying to push a little more and more. Last exercise is close grip bench press. So shout out to Ace, he's my coach. He saw that I was starting with this consistently. He's like, oh, you think you're strong? Let's do it at the end, which is the most humbling experience of my life. So I used to go about a thumbs grip for close. Typical grip, I'll do like my ring finger on the ring. But we've been going really, really narrow just to target those triceps. Like edge of the knurling today. Super slow, super controlled. Really tucking those elbows, causing that isometric, pushing through. Strict as we can. We don't really want to use any leg press or leg drive rather. Really focus behind that arm, squeeze the hand, push through.